like literally hard froze. Nothing would move, wouldn't even reset. So that was a lot of fun. So let me just catch up with some results. Still some games going. Let me have a look. So it looks like pretty good. Good. 429337. Yeah, that looks like a win for Singapore on this one. Just the kind of last rights of that game. Let me just have a look at what results are in on the enhanced scoreboard. Looks like we've got a few in, so I'll add those. So it looks like it's 2-1 to South Africa at the moment. So the results in Tiger, which we had. Ian Wrong beating Midas Touch 533 to 430. Let me just update. So that one was another win. That should tie it up at 2-all. Thanks for the follow. Be natural. Just highlight that so it's a 440 to 343 this one. So I'm not, because I got disconnected, I'm not sure what's happening with the chat, what's happening with Gerald. We're still missing that player. What was the other result? Steve G beating Mark. Thought we had that one. Yeah, I've got that one here. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Tiger, yeah. One game we were watching, of course. Yeah. Okay, so that makes it 2-all from the results I've got. So catch up with one of the other games. While a bit. Turn things around. We've got some other results in, pretty much just the last two games, I think. So this one's looking like a win for Singapore. Let me have a look at what games we've got. So elsewhere, let's have a look. Might the computer. The one that doesn't crash anywhere. So Chile beat Alchemist 396 to 311. So that makes it 3-2 to South Africa. Any other games we've got? What's it like? Plutos. Plutos beat LKB. It was 437 to 353. So that makes it 4-2. Yeah, just in last right time we've got Gerald with us now. So that's good. Everybody's online. Fast Awake 368, Smiley 33. Yeah, so it's another win for South Africa, 5-2. I'm just making Falls and Skywards. So this is going to go into So yeah, this one looks pretty much done. It's gonna make it 5-3 when this one goes through. Let's have a look at Yuma. Yuma's game is finished. And that was a win for Singapore. I'll just give it the flags. Yeah, Singapore winning that one. 4-1-7 3-2-8. So it looks like it's going to be 5-4 rounds. So we're just waiting on, I'm not sure what's happening with the Gerald match, whether we're going to play later or what. But it's going to be 5-4 pretty much. We just wait for that last game to come in. Looks like some of the round 2 games have started. So we'll join one of those, I think. Yeah, we've just seen the end of that. That's that one's over. Catch up with Melion versus Maddie Metcalf. So that's South Africa on the right, Singapore on the left. Yeah, everybody's online, so we're just waiting for that last game's just about to come in. I don't know what's happening with the Gerald and Ryan King match, but I'm sure we'll get decided later on. So okay, so this is pretty much, yeah, there wasn't much else to think about with that one. And two eyes, you want to get rid of. Pio does the job, pretty defensive as well, which is the sort of thing that has a lot of value in opening move. So the opening move is pretty unique in that whatever you do, it's kind of dictates what your opponent can do, so it's strategic value in the opening move is pretty significant. But Melion does have a blank, so a bit clunky stuff to go with it, but Gulf goes down, leaves bed and a blank. Maddie's picked out the blank. Sorry, I was picked out the Q, but should be able to get that out of the way pretty quickly, I think. So last result soon. It's confirmed a win for Skywards over Thov, 502 to 367. So it makes it 5-4. So just bear with me while I fix up for the next round. As I say, I don't know what's happening with the other last round. We'll sort out later, I think. Okay, so we'll swap over to round 2 now. Says Gerald playing? No, it's not. I don't know what's happening with that game. I've lost Gian wrong as well. Before no. Oh, I see. So we'll swap over to round 2. Hopefully my computer's only been randomly crashing now and then. Not so much crashing, just randomly freezing, which is I only got it like 2 weeks ago, which is not good. Shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, off we go. Yeah, Chins was the play, Ben's reply from Melion. It's an 11-point game. Maddie sitting with some reasonable kind of bounce rack. Doesn't have anything fantastic to play really though. This board's pretty awkward. Yeah, couldn't really do much other than that F in that position. Was the only way I was going to score. It keeps things tight, which is good for him, because as you can see, Merlion has the blank, has to go with it. So looking to get something down with that ball, with a blank, but could be tricky. Could be 1 or 2 turns to sort things out. There's only one actual 7 with this rack, but doesn't quite fit anywhere. As you kind of expect with this board, pretty awkward. Yeah, Merlion. Yeah, let's get a half line. Yeah, that makes sense. Quick plays cock. Tram straight back. Oh, 2 blanks now. There's Merlion. So yeah, 48 the difference, but it should be pretty much even game once the bonus goes down. Yeah, I know it's Merlion, but it looks ridiculous. But yeah, I mean it's. I like to. I'm in the habit of pronouncing things in a weird way. Just a British thing. So let's yeah. Could be a little while while we wait for the bonus to come down. I think it's inevitable. We'll see a bonus here, but any good suggestions for bonuses here? What's the best one? How's it? Have we got anything at C that's going to do some damage? Any underlaps? Let's go for Courteous for 80. 32 ahead, but ready to play. And challenge as well, so it's makes it 37 now. The difference. For those who don't know, ISC does a penalty challenge a little differently. Instead of adding 5 points, it subtracts 5 points. Those who don't know, 19 the points the difference. The J to score here, not the greatest tile, but pretty reasonable rack. Otherwise, not too bad. Reasonable balance of all unique tiles, so that's pretty good. We're looking at something like Fearjaw, but that doesn't really play anywhere. Fantastic. So yeah, Jiao for 46. That's a pretty strong move. 46 points. Extends the lead. 65 the difference. Maddie. Couple of ends. X again. This bot's pretty tough to anything down. And just the kind of floating tiles in the bottom right to play onto. There's that Q spot that you need an eye to go underneath, and the players really had the eye to do too much there. That kind of opened things up a bit, but yeah, we could get one of those staircase boards if we're not careful. Of course, it'll probably favour Merlion more, but or Merlion. I can't get used to saying that. But Merlion as a lead, so he wouldn't mind closing things down a bit. Yeah, I mean even Vav is like, yeah, it could easily be shut down here. Depends on how Merlion wants to play it. Could play something like Geek, which would be pretty deadly for the board. If he plays Geek through the E, that would be yeah, that would close things fairly well. Going for something more, bit more different. It's going for Kefs. That bottom right corner. It does open up a triple lane, but it's one of those positions where it's going to go next turn, so it's not it's not particularly good for bonusing, but just create a bit of a hotspot with a Y, with a KY, 2 Ys to come. Vav doesn't suggest particularly good letters, so it's not too unrealistic that Maddie would have the Y here, wouldn't be able to score like 50 points, but doesn't have it as we can see. But yeah, a little bit risky, that one. I think Geek would have been perfectly fine. I think I prefer Geek. It does leave the T, but that's going to go pretty soon, you'd think. If you play a Geek, that's pretty much just that T. Everything else is very difficult to hit. Just to play a box for Maddie. Merlion will be happy to see that, because it just means he doesn't have to worry too much. He can score off it. If he wanted to, he could play something like T-box, which is what he's done. Extending that lead to 81 now. It's getting kind of towards that, beyond that one bonus lead. Quick play of D from Maddie to get some pretty rough stuff behind. Reduce the lead to 48. Merlion has that I if he wants to go underneath. The Q. How does he want to play it? Does he want to kind of block? It doesn't have much letters to do too much with. Let's try and fit Geoid or Dogi or something like that. Geode even. Geode would have, well, wouldn't quite fit very well either. So it's gone for quite open it a little bit with Adjo, but doesn't the A isn't great to play through, but it's still definitely there. Still a factor, really. So yeah, it does open up a little bit. And Maddie's kind of blocked with Lun. It's probably the best kind of balancing move, but doesn't open things up, and it looks like we're going to see a bonus from Merlion. Orziad and Oriides. So yeah, Oriides goes down 76. That's 122 points up. Now let's have a look what that means. So Oriides is an ally used in imitation gold jewelry. So that's 76, 122 the difference. It's looking pretty bleak for Maddie now. Say that this board's very much in a staircase pattern now. It really needs to open up. Let's see, all the blanks are gone, of course. Used in Courteous on the right. No S's either left, so it's a pretty... Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good at all for Maddie. To even have some way of catching up. So it's looking pretty bad here. Let's put some scores in. I think we'll... there's still an outside chance, but I think this is looking pretty bad for South Africa, so we'll swap to one of the other games. Let's have a look. Looks like we're all games are going at the moment, which is great. All 21 players online. Merlion has the Z now, so I should be able to score pretty well with that. Doesn't quite have anything to... Oh yeah, didn't quite have the right letters to hit the Z on the word score, but still play a Zap for a good score. And Maddie sitting there with Negator, but it's not going to play anywhere, so yeah, let's swap to one of the other games. This is pretty... We're reaching the point of no return. So yeah, we got Thor on the right. So let's get the right one eventually. There we go. So I got Silver on the left, and trying to hold my. Pretty good start for Sri Lanka in this one. 130 the difference. I thought a nice play. The difference, not job as well. Some nice words on that board. Yeah, 130 the difference. Thought to play, got Tuxedo plus an E. No place for Tuxedo, but XO goes down nevertheless. So E6 the difference, but not a great rack for Jan Wrong. Yeah, no, I can't pronounce stuff. Just, yeah, not a good rack. Three E's, GP. Kind of not a good synergy there. UI isn't it? Not helping things either. So yeah, not the greatest rack. One of the boards. I mean, it's good for. There's kind of two big bonus lanes. There's a nut jobs lane, M2, and kind of B4's another lane. Although it's not as dangerous because it's going to give back counterplays. Yeah, Tiger just telling me in chat Ryan King just played Mandelion against me. That's pretty cool. Well, yeah, that's after that move. Oops, didn't finish updating the score. Let's have a look around at some games. Try and catch up some scores. Down goes Pyatt. That's quite a nice move actually. Pyatt and Mink. It's quite a hidden kind of hook, that Mink hook, but I know a lot of Scrabble players will know Mink with an E on the end. It's a good score, 23 points given the wreck. Similar problems for Thov. It's got 5 L's, DT. So looking tricky to do too much with this one. Could play something like Dewey, but that doesn't really score much, does it? It's the problem. Scoring is definitely a problem with this wreck. Yeah, just plays Dewey. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it's a little bit volatile. It's one of those rack leaves that probably looks better than it actually is. Meanwhile, again, yeah, wrong. Not doing too well with what they've picked up. Still got 5 vowels. Still got those kind of clunky G. Now a C to go with it. Still got the U cost. So both players struggling a little bit with their Rex. Down goes Geneva. That's quite a creative place with the NV. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. Thorv picks Datives for 90. Brings it right back in at 21 points, the difference now. And likewise, Jan Ron's picked out a little bit better stuff to go with their wreck. Like a floating half, a pictured. But should be able to score reasonably well now. A little bit better combination to work with, better balance, consonants and vowels. Pretty much the ideal for that. Just having a look around, some scores elsewhere. Just putting them in now. So a little bit of a lead for TWQ against Human, but it's pretty much even game. Skywards leads 168, 101 against Chile. And down was Uptide. It's kind of a rack clearer move. 48 the difference. They often pick the blank out and the Q and the S, so mixed blessings. Should be able to get rid of the Q easily enough. Got the U to work with. Got the T, and it's going for the. It's going to use the blank for 68. I think that's a good choice. So that's 20 points up now. South Africa in this one. And that's rack clear out move. Didn't really work out for Jianrong. That's a horrible pickup. 2 C's, 2 R's. He's got bonus. They could play something like Siri, but he's going to be behind whatever he does here realistically. I think Siri would kind of clear it out. CIRRI, as in Cirrus plural. So yeah, not a great position. We'll have a look at that Mandalorian play from a Tiger later. Remind me if I don't show it. So yeah, elsewhere. The Fast Awake 305 versus Mark 4 316. Mark to play. So look elsewhere. Alchemist with a little bit of a lead against Gerald. Fairly only 40 points. So it just plays wreck in the end. So it does balance the wreck. Does set up the S, so that makes sense. Seems to, yeah, that's I like that play, I think. Thoth sitting there with Bogart plus an A. Obviously going to worry about that wreck play because that does infer an S. Let's have a look at the unseen tiles. No A's left other than the 2 on Thoth's rack. 4 ends to come. Kind of mixed bag, I guess. Well, everything's a mixed bag, but yeah, no A's. It's a bit peculiar. So yeah, keeping one of the A backs is it's going to be a very strong move. Basically, that last A, when it gets down to it, is going to be a very strong tile because the utility of it is that often you'll be able to set something up which only you'll be able to use because you have the last of 1 tile. So that could come in useful later, but on this rack, not a great deal available. Could play something like Gober, I believe is good. Let's go for the block play. Not Gober, what am I thinking of? Gobar, sorry. Yeah, just plays cargo, but yeah, hit straight back with Cyrene. Let's have a look what that means. So Cyrene, anagram of Incisure. Cyrene is a member of the squirrel family. It's a noun. Cool. So it's a 48-point lead now for Singapore. So nip and tuck game this. There's still a lot of player left in it. I mean, not a good. It's a pretty good wreck for Thoth. I think Bement is good. Yeah, Bement is good, but I mean the 7 doesn't go down, but could play Bemean in a couple of places. Well, 2 or 3 places actually, but Bemean is a possible player. Interesting to see what Thoth does here. Keep going through all the other games. So we got a Tiger. Looks like a Tigers match is finished. So yeah, we'll have a look at that. That's a pretty cool move. That's The Tiger Ryan King board is pretty fantastic, but a Tiger won 5-5-3 to 4-11. So that's a win for South Africa. Just have a look through Lutos game. Looks like Merlion has won their game. I'm just cycling through. Plutos is winning 3-4-6 to 3-6 against Rafa Kenny. Midas Touch is leading 4-4-3 to 3-3-9, so that looks like a win for South Africa. Let's see if I look at that main board. So yeah, Bement goes down, but immediately back with Zorniel from Yanrong. So unless Tov can bonus out with the red cat, looks like a win for Singapore. Yeah, nothing much to be done. Nice play for Zorniel. Just yeah, because that is always going to be a useful tile, to say the least. But yeah. Yeah, the Tiger. Just mentioning chat, Ryan King got Mandalorian. I'll show you that board now, actually. So this game looks pretty much dead. Looks like one for Singapore. So this is the board. This is the board for from yeah. Or the completed board. Nuts, isn't it? Alright, so let's catch one of the other games. That was pretty much. Well, it looks like we might have some more games finished. Let's catch Steve G. Let's see how they're getting on. That looks like a win for South Africa. Keep forgetting to put the flags down. There we go. So yeah, 4-4-1 to 3. 4-4-1 to 3-2-4. The Thov and Yanrong one we just watched, didn't we? Looked like a win for Yanrong. Got another result in. Mark winning 4-2-5 against Fast Awake 3-4-1, so that's going to be one for Singapore. And that's another win for South Africa in this one. That's 4-6-2, 3-7-5. Let's see if that Thov match is finished. Still going to go. Yeah, it's going to be one. Yep. It's pretty much confirmed as a win. We'll just watch it play out. Keeping an eye out for any more results coming through in chat. And there we go, 455 to 385. So that's a win. But Singapore levels it up at 7-all. So let's have a look, see if I can find any close games. Looks kind of on one-sided. Have a look at Yuma. That game looked pretty close. That game's finished now, actually. So we'll have a look at that one. Num. I'm not going to say anything about Num. I keep trying to play it myself. Yeah. So that was a win for South Africa. 409. A little bit of an upset against TWQ. TWQ not had the best of wrecks so far. We saw in the first round. So makes it 8-7 to South Africa. So look at where's Chile's game? That's still going. Oh, this is a tight one. 369 to 366. Let's have a look at what Chile has AT on his rack. So it looks like he's going to go out. But can Skyward score enough? That's the question. Looks like he's got a decent play up here. Bowler. But how much can Chile score with AT? Tie here. That's 15. I don't think that would be enough. So if Bowler goes down 29, I would make it 395. So that'd be a 26 bleed. So yeah, then Chile would need to score 20 to tie with AT. Anybody see anything better than tie in the bottom corner? Yeah, Bowler looks like it's going to win, but I might be missing something. Anybody see anything in the chat? But on tie there. Yeah, it looks like Bowler would win. If you don't see Bowler, I think you're in trouble. I guess you could play Boy. That might win as well. Play Ball. Okay, that works too. Yeah, Ball. That would work. So Ball is just fine earthy clay. So there's 26 of difference now. With double I on the rack, his opponent, Chile needs to score 20 to tie. Which looks a tough call to say the least, but let's have a look around on my other, see if I can catch any more scores. Pluto's still playing. Pluto's still winning narrowly, 417 to 378. Rafa to play in that one. And Midas Touch, that game is finished. And Midas Touch wins 476 to 386 against Sanjero. It's a win for South Africa. Let's get to 9-7 up. So have a look at Gerald and Alchemist. So yeah, that's a win Skywards ends up necking that one. 5 points. Good game. So make it 9-8. Looks like the Gerald match with Alchemist is finished. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, Alchemist wins that one. 3-9-2 to 3-4-3. Ah yes, these horribly clunky interface. So Alchemist got uprooter and inserts. No bonuses for Gerald. So yeah, that was a win. Singapore makes it 9-8. So I think there's just one last game with Plutos. It looks like it's just finished, so we'll have a look at that one. That should complete. Oh wow! Plutos more. Oh, Rafakeni ran out of time. I thought Plutos had. Oh well, I better make sure everyone. Yeah. So I'm not sure how that gets recorded score-wise. We'll have a look. But yeah, that's a win for South Africa. Yeah. We'll adjust the scores later. I think that's. So yeah, Chile lost, so it's going to be 10-9. So it's a 5-5 round. Let me just update the last of these scores. I've already forgotten what Chile game. Yeah, it was 3-9-5, 3-9. So yeah, that was 4-4-4. Okay, so that's a 5-5 round, keeps it 10-9 to South Africa. Very close thing. We'll catch up with one of the round 3 games. Sort of Tiger and Alchemist. Alchemist has an 82-point lead, but Tiger next play and plays Be Deafen with a blank. Nice play. Yeah, Be Deafen just to make deaf. 20-point game. Alchemist to play. Got 2 S's. Compete to score with. Not too bad. See some early players there have revoiced from Alchemist. Lucerne as well. Giving him the slender lead. Yeah, not seeing anything too fantastic with this break. Any suggestions on chat? I think, yeah, it's kind of one of those where you might think about leaving the triples and kind of going elsewhere, and then basically leaving 2 open spots, so you kind of don't lose out by scoring peanuts in one and then your opponent gets a good score on the other and then you've got nothing, kind of thing. Just like pause and Be Deafen would be an option. But then you're kind of using, if you do that, you're losing some of the value in the S, because it's obviously your place for your S to go. Play the P up here, of course. Well, as I say, if you play up here, then your opponent's just going to come here. So Unless you have a wreck like this, then you're just going to bonus, I guess. So, yeah, there's a few options here. You've got Aileron, Alerion, Alien Ore. Probably got through all those. Alien Ore looks like it. There's a four-way underlap from I4 with Alien Ore, but not sure that's the best option. Alerion over the top of Pause looks pretty, well, a little bit safer, I guess, but because Alchemist is waiting for that bonus to come down, he doesn't realise. So yeah, Tiger's going to hit back, 47 down, but Alien or Alerion or any of those are going to give him 20, 30 point lead. So it looks like all the games in round 3, apart from one, have started. Let's have a look around, see if there's any any scores we can add in. Looks like Ryan King got an early bonus against Yuma. But Yuma itself looks pretty good, as might have a bonus reply of their own. Actually, I'm not sure if it fits. Maybe not. But yeah, that's a 142 to 28 in that game. Elsewhere, Chile and Jianrong has just started. Nothing much going on there. Faster Wake. Have a look at that game. Early bonus for LKB. Now sitting with a blank as well. So it's a good position for Singapore. So yeah, Alerion goes down, immediately hit by Wax though from Alchemist. So it kind of retains that lead for Alchemist, 34 the difference after that exchange. What do we think? Do we think Alien Ore was better under Lucerne? What do you reckon? What do we reckon in chat? It's amazing really, you see how I've had 3 players and none of them have took the triple words yet. Some interesting words with this 7. So yeah, there's a 7 there. Oh, it does play. Wow. Yeah, Timpana. Again, quite a defensive option. Could have got a lot more from L1. What do you reckon? I think I'd have been very tempted by L1 myself. It's pretty much near 50-50 game, so I think I would have took the extra points. So what do we reckon in chat? Do you think you would took the extra points yourselves? It's like, I think it's an extra 8 points from L1. To me, that's definitely worth doing. But well, people have different styles. I think I took the extra 8 points there. Yeah, you're not really a big favourite. It's different if you're like way ahead, but when it's pretty much an even game, I would take the extra 8 points. Could make all the difference at the end. A standard play of Oik from Alchemist. Tiger, not the greatest wreck, just the one vowel to work with. Those triple words squares still sitting there, untouched, amazingly. Got plays of Vang above Doom from D4. Looks pretty promising. Yes, not too bad. Longer term, might get a good N2 play. With the F, would score like 50 points, something along the, coming along the bottom, hitting the F and IF. Might be a possibility later, but yeah, later on. But yeah, Vang looks pretty good. And down goes Vang, a Tiger. Psychic player there. Alchemist sitting with, I think we might see one of those triples go up last. Jigget looks pretty good in that top right. I think this is a pretty instant play, yeah, 49 points. Gives Alchemist 21 points lead. And a Tiger sitting with B Frosty. Can't do too much with that F, could just play off FY. There's things like Boofy through the wall. Yeah, BY in the triple, yeah, that makes sense. Good score, keeps the F back for that potential hotspot. 16 the difference, nip and tuck game. Elsewhere, fairly even start between Gerald's and Skywards. 83 to 80 in favour of South Africa. Of course, we're watching our Tiger and Alchemist. Let's see if that last game's started. Yes, it has. Plutos and TWQ. TWQ with a early bonus dilator. It's 74 to 20. In the Midas Touch game, let's have a look at that one. Midas Touch 85 points ahead. Merlai on to play. I'll get it eventually. And Maddie, let's have a look at that game. Restring and realign for Midas Touch, giving them the lead early on. Mark versus Maddie Meta. Some nice players. Kuthist for Mark. Zealous is a double-double, not a bonus, but a double-double. Maddie hitting back with Ruinous, but trails 196 to 270. And we got Steve G. And again, Steve G with quite a big lead, 260 to 103, 157 points up. Looks like he played Triages and Slavera. Slavera is a 4-timer, so it's given him a big lead in that one. And a couple more games. Thov against Zanjero. It's a pretty even game. 163 to Thov. Zanjero 139. Next plays theirs, so it's pretty much even. Just fill in that last Chile game. Yanron getting a nice start there. A couple of nice players of Convexes with a blank and Pulmons for Yanron, giving him 73, I think, yeah, 73 point lead. So 222 to 149. Yanron on turn, so interesting game. So yeah, Alchemist drew a bit of turn, keeping a nice strong rack lead there with Eot. 5 points of difference. Tiger still not just got that one vowel, not being able to get more than one vowel for a while now. Let's look at the unseen tiles. Fairly balanced. That the blank's going to be a big tile. Should be able to score reasonably well, but yeah, it's a little bit frustrating not getting another extra vowel or two would make a big difference for a Tiger with this rack. There goes Groof. I think that means the face. Groof from memory. Or can you also spell it Grufe? Nice word. Creolist goes down for Alchemist. 83 points. So Creolist, a person who studies Creole languages. So it's like a mixed language, Creole. Only 3 points. That's given Alchemist a big advantage. Ooh, interesting. And the Tigers picked out the blank, so pretty fun game. 66 the difference. So still in favour of Alchemist, certainly, with that lead, and not many good lanes to bonus on, but still plenty of life in this game. This game is a little bit having only one vowel's really been the theme of a Tiger's last few moves we've seen. We'd love to be able to just get an extra vowel or two, just to give them the flexibility to open more things up. I think it may be forced to play some sort of opening play up here. Let's have a look at the unseen tiles. Yeah, it's still a little bit. The unseen pool is pretty even. But yeah, it needs to open up some other lane. I mean, the only place to bonus realistically is from N1, and that needs quite a good overlap. The sort of overlap that the Tiger's not going to get unless he has vowels, basically. Just needs a vowel, consonant vowel pattern. So he needs to really play off. I'm just trying to see what could play ELTS, E-L-T-S. Yeah, that would be a little bit too open, possibly, but you need to do something like that to open up another lane, realistically. But probably ELTS is a little bit too open. Maybe could do TETS, I guess. TETS takes an S hook. So if you pick out the S, we're not too bad shape, but LR is pretty crap as a leave. So it's a tough position. And also, if your opponent plays something like Weigh, W-E-I-G-H, then they'll probably outrun you anyway. Although it'd be pretty close, actually. Maybe it wouldn't be enough. 56 difference. Yeah, maybe Weigh wouldn't be quite enough. Tough situation. Anybody see anything else in chat? I guess they get to play Rets. The trouble with Red, it just doesn't score anything. But as we can see, it's not. Alchemist is a little bit restricted here. Only the one vowel. He does have Drad. You can hook that Rad if you want to with Drad. With 4 in the bag, that'd be pretty aggressive. Let's have a look at that unseen pool. Yeah, there's plenty of dangers here. So yeah, this is one of the hooks that would go down, but it doesn't really help. You're still losing the bonuses. I think if you do something like that, 62, 92, yeah, any bonus would beat you if you do that. So yeah, it's going to be tough to block this. Well, it's not totally tough, but it's to obscure it is kind of you're going to sacrifice a lot to kind of obscure that position. So yeah, it was quite a good opening actually, just to play off the one tile from a tiger. And there's lots of life in this game. Lots of life. So yeah, the round's looking pretty even overall, looking at the going through the list of scores, but obviously that can change. So yeah, anybody see any good blocks in chat? Obviously we know that a tiger only kept one vowel, but Alchemist won't know that. If Alchemist did know that, you'd maybe try and maybe go and block it. It's a rad spot, because the odds of the tiger having a kind of a word that fits under here are pretty low given what we know, but obviously Alchemist doesn't know that. Do we see any other options? You could do kind of something like this, but that sets up the sword hook, so you can't do that. It's actually quite, yeah, if you want to play off 3 tiles, it's actually pretty awkward to do anything. I guess you could do something like this, but even that doesn't block properly because you've still got ST. I mean, Rad takes the T hook, the D. I think that's pretty much what's left. There's Rad as well, but that's probably not going to happen. But Trad is the main thing. And Drad is the way of kind of obscuring it. Even Drad itself takes the Y. Y Drad. So it's not kind of 100%. Ooh. Well, a tiger picked out another T. It's not kind of what they would have liked. Yeah, Dawns does a good job of making it very hard to bonus. The good thing Dawns does is you need 3 vowels in a row to basically go over the top of it, which isn't happening realistically. So it looks like Alchemist is going to win this one with that nice defensive play of Dawns. I guess another alternative could have been the tiger could have also played Trad, which takes an S, Strad, but obviously if Alchemist knows that and plays Dawns or whatever from here, then Strad is not going to do anything. I think Trad might have been a little better in some circumstances. It's hard to tell really. Keeping 2 T's back does kind of limit you to that top lane, which realistically was always going to get blocked regardless. So I don't know. Tough call. I don't know what the best player there was. Very difficult to work out. But yeah, looks like it went for Alchemist in Singapore on this one. I'm going to look through some other games just to update your scores. So Yuma's game is finished. Ryan King wins that one for Singapore. 4-6-1 to 3-6-2. So let's win for Singapore in that one. That levels it up at 10 games all. Let's have a look at the next one. Chile versus Ian Rowe. And that game is still going. We might actually catch that one if it's a close game. This one is pretty much over, but just waiting for the kind of post-mortem. But yeah, the Ian Wrong game, it's a good one. So I'll switch over to that one. So yeah, we see the early plays of Convexes and Pulmons. Yan Rong. So got Truant plus an I, and Chile sitting there with a blank RY. Ooh, 9-point game, Yanrong to go. So yeah, let's have a look, see what can Chile do with RY. He's got Harai for 18. Any kind of players that stick out in chat? Oh, we've got Fury here. Yeah, Fury looks good. Yeah, that would look winning. Fury for 27 for Chile. That looks pretty devastating. I think Yanrong might have to block that, but I'm not sure. What do we see any good plays for Yanrong with this rack? I'm looking basically at 6-letter words with the H. I think they were the kind of plays you need to do to nothing much through the D I can see. Let's have a look on Zizifer. See if there's anything with that through the H. Nope, no 6s at all through the H. Let's start with the H. So maybe a play through the U then. This is yeah. So yeah, look, it looks like Chile might nick this one after that early lead. Just have a look elsewhere on the LKB. Fast Awake and LKB still going. Looks like LKB is going to nick that one. 436 to 421. Oh, but LKB is in time pressure. Oh, just gets knocked down in time. 445 to 421 in the LKB Fast Awake game. Fast Awake just has the S to play off. LKB has literally 1 second left. That's in overtime. So not just a case of if they go over they lose 10 points. If they go over another second or so they lose the game. Fast Awake 24 down but has the S. The opponent has 4 points on their rack, so what can Fast Awake score enough with the S? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's a close game. It looks like LKB is just going to nick that one for Singapore, but that's a super tight match. So yeah, tough spot for Yanrong. There may well be a winning play here, but I didn't see it. Ron was pretty much, I think, as good as it could get with score, but Fury down here is still going to win for Chile. If you could spot Fury, he's going to win this one. Even possibly, what's it, 6 in the bag, 415. A player like Harry would not win, lose by 2, so he has to play through this U. He needs 20 to tie, 21 to win. Fury would be 27. So can Chile find the winning play? Jury goes down. Yep, well done Chile. It's a win for South Africa. 1 point ahead. The 6 to come off the rack. So that's a 7-point win. You just see the bottom there. LKB winning by 10 points for Singapore. So there's one tight game each. So we'll put those through. We'll try and find you another game to watch, which is pretty good. Let's crack on. We'll add those finished scores shortly. This game was a little bit behind. TWQ in Plutos. Still a bit of play left in this one, so that's good. So we just add in the scores, and yeah, Chile won 4-2-8 to 4-2-1. So yeah, very tight stuff. I'll just have a look on my computer, see if I can find some more scores to add in for you, or updates. Looks like Gerald's match is finished. Looks like Gerald won that one 4-2-7 to 4-1-3. So it's going to give South Africa the lead. Another tight game. We'll have a look at that board once this game finishes. So have a look at a Tiger versus Alchemist. That game is finished. Alchemist won 4-3-7 to 3-7-3. Game we're kind of watching for a little bit. So that levels it up at 12 games all. Let's have a look at Plutos. Plutos game. Yeah, this one. That looks like a win for Singapore. That would give them, obviously watching the moment, that would give Singapore a lead, but there's still plenty of other games going on. Midas Touch and Midas Touch is finished against Merlion. Let's have a look at that one. So Midas Touch won that one 5-5-3 to Merlion's 3-6-7. So it makes it 13-12 to South Africa. Maddie's game has finished. It looked like a win for Mark. Yeah. So that was 4-7-2 to 3-2-2. So that evens it up at 13 all. And Steve G against Rafa Kenny. That was going well in favour of Steve G. So have a look at that game too. So yeah, Steve G won that one 4-8-7, 3-8, 3-40. So that's again gives South Africa the lead again, 40-13. Very nip and tuck. And Thorv against Zanjero. So like a win for Thorv, South Africa in that one. 5-6-7 to 3-9-6. Thorv getting down some nice words there. There's Aronite, Ordains, Jembe, DJEMBE, Reminets and Fibrils from Zanjero, but win for Thorv in that one. So just this last game here, and so Blue Toss 9 points behind. Let me have a look at the unseen. Oh, there's a blank to come. So yeah, this one could change, but seems unlikely. TWQ has enough of a buffer. Should be able to withstand a bonus. So it would make it 15-14 if this goes as we think. Looking pretty tight. Let me just double check my scores with enhanced scoreboard. Make sure it's matches pretty much. Enhanced scoreboard's a little bit behind, but I'm just waiting for this game to finish. That'll be the last of the round 3 games. Obviously, we still get that first round with Gerald. I'm not sure what's happening. Whether it's going to be played during a lunch break. Lunch break will be after game 5, so we have 2 games after this one. So yeah, it looks like another 5-5 round. So it's incredible, really. Be funny if the first round ends up going against Gerald, then it would be all the first 3 rounds would be 5 each. This is pretty unlikely, but lots of fun too. So we'll see what happens with the first round game. That's outstanding later on. Let me have a look at the scoreboard. I don't think it's been put through as a forfeit, but actually it might have done. I don't know what's happening with it. Whether if somebody knows what's happening with the first round game, which hasn't been played yet, do let me know what's happening with it. Oh wait, there might be a result coming through here. I think it was given as a forfeit. It's been put through provisionally as a forfeit, but I'm not sure if it's going to be replayed or not. If anybody knows, let me know what's going on with that game. I'll talk in chat. So yeah, so it's a win for TWQ as we thought, 119 in the end. So we'll get to cut to one of the round 4 games. Alchemist is pretty quick, so we'll watch him. So yeah, that's it has gone through as a forfeit. So I'm gonna have to update everything. Let me just don't mind me. Come on, computer, let me. We'll get there. But yeah, I need to. So in this game we've got Alchemist on the left, representing Singapore. Yuma on the right, representing South Africa. I'll just shuffle all of that. Whoops. Right, so there we go. So yeah, Yuma with a little bit of an early lead, 80 points, but pretty even. I'm just going to do my scores when the computer lets me do it. There we go. So yeah, every round has been 5-5 so far. Amazing. So the latest score is 15 each. I'm just putting that in now. So that was 482 to 361. And now we can move on to round 4 on my standings. That'll do you. So yeah, amazing. 15 each. Every round has been 5 each so far. Incredible. So now back to this game. Oops, didn't do that. So yeah, Yuma edging this one to 39 points of difference, but Alchemist sitting there with a blank. C and the Z and the Y. Bit of a scoring potential. Icy goes down, 27 points. 12-point game. Probably Alchemist, given we know the racks. Probably a slight favourite, even though he's 12 points down. But can soon swing, depending on what happens with this move. He plays Meg for 24. Kept 4 consonants, so lots going to happen. It'll depend on that pick up for Yuma. Let's have a look at the bag. Slightly vowel heavy, lots of O's. 6 O's to come. And Alchemist has another one, so 7 O's unseen from Yuma's perspective. Yeah, don't really want O's in this game, but so 36 the difference. Alchemist, not seen anything too fantastic with this rack. I mean, the Z's a good great tile, obviously, but kind of difficult to get too much done with the Z on this board. I'm not seeing any really good spots for it. It's kind of awkward. It's a kind of bonus on nothing board, so the Z's not as valuable as it usually would be. Uzo's a nice player. 23, 13 points of difference. Yuma sitting with a Q, couple of S's, so QIS and Oozles looking very possible play, but a lot's going to depend on what Alchemist has picked up after that 5 tile play. You'd think a bonus through the E double could definitely be coming from Alchemist, depending on what he picks up. Let's have a look at what Oozle means. Oozle. Oozle. It means European bird of the thrush family. So yeah, cheese goes down, and yeah, that's a pretty good wreck for Alchemist. 52 behind, but he should find himself in the lead after his bonus goes down here. It's a case of what does he play? Does he have a 4-timers? Does he have anything on that Y even? You'd think there must be a 4-timer coming here with the 2 double word scores. Like gated, for instance, would work. Anything other than gated? Is there anything to worry about with the... Yeah, playing the A here isn't an issue. So you could play something like gated for 82, that would work. Anybody see any other 4-timers in chat? Let us know. Yeah, I can't see much else, to be honest. There must be something else, surely, but I'm not seeing it. Tavered, yeah, that would work. Teyvat, similar thing, similar kind of word pattern. 30 points ahead for Singapore now in this match. So Yuma still only that one vowel, but pretty good rack otherwise. Those O's are still in hiding somewhere. Let's have a look. I mean, there's 6 O's to come, but there is another blank as well. So yeah, there's a lot of volatility. We could cut to Alchemist and you could have like 3 or 4 O's, or you could have another bonus. It's all things are kind of possible here. Yuma does not have anything fantastic. Again, it's the core of a good rack is there, but it's yeah, nothing much you can do with that move. Jer for 26 is a good score, and yeah, Alchemist does have a couple of O's, but it also has bonuses. 7 letter words, but 7s don't look like they're going to play. It looks like he certainly has bonuses with a T, so like duotones. Yeah, readiest would have worked in the last turn. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that might be, yeah, readiest. 6 and 2 3s really. Teyvat, gated, readiest. You think there must be something better than duotones here, surely? Anybody see anything through the D? Or even any players of the top row B2? There's a shout out in chat. I'm gonna have a look at Zisifer, see if I can find anything. Nope. Not looking good. It just looks like duotones is the only one. Unless I'm missing something. Which if I'm missing something on Zisifer, I'm really struggling. But yeah, I think it's only duotones through that T. As we saw, Yuma kept 5 constants in their last rack, so. And yeah, Alchemist just placed Udo. And yeah, that's a pretty hideous rack for Yuma. 3 R's, not good. Picked out OR, I guess. But yeah, that was the trouble with Jer. But yeah, probably didn't have too many other options, to be fair. So yeah, 23 points behind, 3 R's on your rack. Not so good. Not a good situation, but just have a spin around on my try and fill in some of the other scores. How are they getting on? So yeah, just play of Law from Yuma for 14. Still got 4 constants behind, but could easily mature into a bonus actually if picks well. But Alchemist 9 points up. Okay, and got too many O's. Got a reasonable balance in play of in the top left corner. Good score. 43 the difference. Yuma's still in this though, because it's not a guarantee that it's pretty likely that Alchemist is going to hit a bonus, knowing what we do about his rack, but there's still a chance here that Yuma gets the bonus and Alchemist doesn't. Just having a look elsewhere. We have looks like all games are going in round 4, and Chile against Zanjero. Chile is winning 2-3 to 1-3-6. Looks like nice words from Chile of derisive as a double-double, and sinusoid is a nice word. Zanjero also got a double-double with platting. Zanjero to play in that one with a blank though, so this is fairly even. Interesting. Yuma has changed. It's an interesting strategy. The value of changing is that if Alchemist bonuses here, then Yuma would bonus out and would catch up a lot of points, but probably not enough to the 43 points difference. If it was a 20-point game or 10-point game, then Alchemist would be would be advised not to bonus, but 43 points is enough of a buffer. I don't think there's any biggies to come. No, it's all 1-pointers. So Alchemist could bonus here. Pretty safe in the knowledge that he's not going to get caught if Yuma bonuses out. I guess the only vague threat would be something through the Y, but Goatees kind of eliminates that. So yeah, 113 the difference, but Yuma has a bonus here, Tertian. It'll play from B7, sorry, but it's not going to be enough. Unless there's some nice multi-way overlap. But even that's not going to be enough. Let me have a good look. Is there anything that fits as like... So there's Orients, doesn't fit. Norites doesn't fit. Does Trions? Is that still good? Trions, that fits. Yeah, Trions would fit, but that's not going to be enough. But that's pretty much, that would close it right up, but it's going to be the last move. So it's going to be a narrow win for Alchemist here, whatever Yuma plays. So it's going to give Singapore a slight lead, 16 to 15. Let me have a look at some other games, get you some more scores up. So elsewhere we have Windows. I love one of the things I love about Windows 10 is the way it just randomly resizes your windows for you and flips it around. I just love that. So yeah, nice play of Trions, but not enough for Yuma. 10 points win for Singapore in that one, 428 to 418. So 16-15. We're going to join one of the other games. We'll catch Chile v Zanjero, so that's looking quite close. Zanjero on the right, representing Singapore. And on the left, Chile, representing South Africa. So yeah, pretty nip and tuck game. I'll try and bring you some other scores. So say Alchemist win that one, 428 to 418. So like Fastawake's game has finished by the looks of it. Yeah, it's just gone through. 439 to Rafakeni, 403 to Fastawake, so that's a win for Singapore. So that's a look elsewhere. Gerald 322 versus Genrong 301. Gerald just played Treadler for 70. He also got Redenize, In Close, Yenrong with Tunique. Sitting there 91 points behind. Does have a blank though, and Z and S, so not totally over, but looking good for South Africa in that one. Look at the news, a time. So yeah, Chile's in there with pretty decent-ish wreck. So you see, as we know already, Zangara has a blank. Pretty clunky, ugly stuff otherwise. Well, it's not too bad, but yeah, a little bit ugly. So what can Chile do with this? Pretty limited, really. You can score reasonably well off QI with the N, but that's going to open up a lot. Whatever move goes there. So let's play on the top right with ME for 22, 29 points up. Zangara sitting there with Verdette, Sturved, I think is good. So looks like we might see a bonus here. Yeah, Sturved, Spencer word for starved basically. Verdette's Sturved would play with Pits. So down it goes. Oh, averted, yeah. Sinusoid would have took an S. It's just a curve that has a sinus wave form, but averted's pretty nice. Triples the V. 75. That puts Zangara 46 up now. Chile doesn't have too much to counter attack with. There's only 20 tiles left in the bag, so a long way to go still. But yeah, not the best track to hit back with. If you're looking for something like with more vowels, could have had like refute or something like that, but can't really do too much. This is difficult because it's you can only put an E there, so it's pretty limited. So what does he do? Does he play something like Fur? Fur up top would set up Grok, which would be pretty cool. It looks kind of innocuous to play Fur here, but if you do that, you set up Grok, which, as I say, it also sets up Eng, E-N-G for a good score, but it does set up Grok for a lot of points. The only thing is, if your opponent has the X, it's a little bit of a pain. Quite a lot of pain if your opponent has X or Ox or something like that. That's the only kind of downside, but then again, if they've got the X, they've got probably there's potential of getting a double triple combination anyway. So yeah, so Furs would be an interesting. It does kind of roll the dice a bit. Any other suggestions on chat? I mean, you can play Fun and NOH, but that doesn't really open up too much. Is there still S's to come? There's still 2 S's to come. So this spot along here is going to stay. It's going to give another kind of. I mean, it's not a dead board. I mean, you got a bonus lane here. Shad is good, so you got bonuses possible here. It's easy enough to score and open here. So yeah, Rock goes down, as I say. It's quite an interesting move. Ooh, Zangara has Uracells. Fits here, I believe. Uracells. So Uracil is a form of, oh my god, pyrimidine, thank you very much. Present in living tissue as a base of RNA. Alright, let's clear that up then. Thank you very much, Sisypha. So yeah, Uracils would play above here from M9. I'm not seeing much alternative. Any other bonuses? Probably not, but so yeah, Uracil's above here. I don't think there's much to really think about. So I'm expecting it to go down pretty quickly, or maybe Zangara hasn't seen it. We shall see. This is the play. 78 points. Pretty much clinch it. Well, near enough clinch it. What's in the bag? There's, yeah. If Chile's picked out the X, then maybe the game lives a bit longer. But yeah, Eurocills would be pretty good. We shall see. Let's have a look at some other games. Just while we wait. So elsewhere, a tiger. Let's have a look at that one. So a tiger. Oh, that's a close one. Oh, he's missed it. Missed Eurocills. Lakes goes down to 36. Good play, but yeah, the bonus would have been that would have been big. 63 the difference. Still in a very strong position, Zangero, but yeah, Eurocills would have pretty much been GG. So a bit of a life there for Chile, but not picked too well. But yeah, the Skywards and the Tiger is super close. Skywards is 418, but it's a Tiger to play. And we're into the end game there. So that's super close. Chile plays Gentle for 33, using that Grok setup, as I say. 30 points the difference. Zangero. Zangero, yeah. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, Intelligence. Is Intelligence good? Yeah. Yeah, it's a new one, that's why I'm not good. So yeah, missed Gentle was a miss. Had Intelligence from I1 would have played, actually. So Intelligence would have been a bonus, or that would have given back. It would have been, I mean, Intelligence was the play, but it would have given back a big X play straight away, but it was a miss. But it's actually, the fact that it's that Chile's missed it is probably given a bit more life to this game. Yeah, elsewhere, that game I was mentioning, Tiger is now 25 points up. Skywards just does the D to play off. It looks like a Tiger is probably going to nick it. That's super close. Looks like Skywards has not got enough to do with a D. Doesn't look like there's enough scoring with a D to win. Let's fill some other games in. Plutos. Where's Plutos? There, yeah. Plutos against Ryan King. Plutos is winning 3-7-4 for 3-4-8, but Ryan to play, and he has 2 blanks, but it's a dead board. And the bag is empty as well. Ooh. That's a close game. I shall swap to that. Chile plays Opera for 33. Is that empty the bag? Yeah. That's pretty much. I don't like that move. That's just like a white flag move. It's like you're gonna lose pretty much 100% playing Opera. It's like, why wouldn't you just play off a couple of tiles and chase the bonus? It's like you got a good chance of, yeah, you've got a reasonable chance of getting a bonus on the S, and even if you don't get that, you've got bonuses on the N, you've got bonus off the F, you got bonuses either side here, which is so one of them did fit either in the game. So why would you just play Opera and kind of wave the white flag? I don't know. So we're going to, this game's pretty much done. It's going to be a win for Singapore. We're going to swap to one of the other games. Ryan King and Plutos looks super close, so we'll swap to that. So yeah, Plutos looks like I might have run out of time here. Or maybe they've disconnected. So yeah, that looks like a narrow win for as Singapore. Often goes down, but Ryan King just needs to go out basically to win this one, and does that. So that's a win for Singapore. So put that result in. So it's 398 to Ryan King, 382 to Plutos. So yeah, it's a good round for Singapore. So look elsewhere. Midas Touch, pretty much all the games are done, and just the last two. Midas Touch, beat Mark, so that's a win for South Africa. Pulls one back, 462 to 392. We had Maddie Mecha and LKB. They're still playing. Oh no, they're on to the next game. So we're a little bit behind, so we'll have a look at the next game. So Maddie won that one, 418 to 362. So that pulls it back again. For 418 to 362. Let's have a look at Steve G and their game. Steve G winning that one, 422 307. So another win for South Africa. So that levels it up at 18 each. 422 to 307. TWQ not having the best of runs so far. And finally Thov. It should be again with Merlion. Merlion winning that one. 504 to 418. Looks like we might have had a. Was that a 9er? Oh, give over. I see with a horrible interface. Oh yeah, actually Reunites was a 9-timer, yeah. Not a 9-letter play, but a 9-timer. Oh, well, it's actually both. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's we'll see how it develops. So yeah. So there you go. There was the play. Reunites from 31, very nice. So yeah, that was a win, 504 419. 85 points spread. So just the last few games to catch up on. So let's finish this round. We had that Chile game, just putting the results in. So Chile kind of gave up on that one. 434 to 414. So that makes it 22-19. We had Gerald and Tiger. So let's just get these last results in. Gerald won that one, 476 to 457. And the Tiger, finally last game. So we're going to be going to round 5 very quickly. Just getting you the last results. Tiger winning that one by 449 to 427. So there we go, there we go. It's another 5-5 round. Amazingly. Incredible. To have all 4 rounds being 5 each. Amazing. There we go. There it is, there's confirmation. 2020, Couldn't be tighter. Every round 5-all. So we're going to swap to round 5 games. And round 5 standings. Let's grab again. Who have we not seen much of recently? Not seen much of Mark for. So on the left is Thorv, representing South Africa, and on the right, no, one way around. So on the right, Thorv represents South Africa. On the left, Mark 4 representing Singapore. We're just seeing the opening move of Vomit. And we'll swap over to round 5. There we go. So we've got the scoreboard up to date. 20 games each. Just going to make sure that we're all tallied up with the enhanced scoreboard. And a few quick plays there. Blowy and Vomito, and hit back with 4-nated from Mark. So that's an early lead for Singapore in this game. Yep, 20 games each confirmed with the enhanced scoreboard. We'll just have a quick run through. Every player has won a game so far. We just have the one player who's unbeaten. That's Steve G, Stephen Grust of South Africa, leading the way with 4 wins, no losses, plus 404. Number of players on 3 wins, as you'd expect. 2 from each side. So yeah, early lead for Singapore on this one. On it is nice, and sort of got the X to score with, but can't quite hit that triple letter in both ways. It looks a little awkward. Would have liked to have the U for Mux or XI or something like that, Max even, but doesn't work with the E, so just to settle for Hex for 42. And Mark has picked up a blank. Wow. So Mark looking good here, 35 points up. Got a blank. Do we see any bonuses? I'm kind of... The E's not the best float when you already have 3 on your rack, to be fair, but likewise the D is a duplicate. The T in a different position, like selected and that kind of thing, but I'm not seeing anything. Y cleaped doesn't quite fit. So yeah, seeded goes down. Let me just double check, see if there was anything. I don't think there was, but there may well have been. Who knows? Seeded goes down for 22. 57 the difference. Thorv. Rack's getting better and better, but just has that one vowel to work with, so we're probably going to see a quick play of dumping the B and the L or one of the other consonants. So yeah, on the last rack, yeah, no bonuses by the looks of it. So seeded looks good. As it has improved, made it easier for Thorv to kind of dump off here with something like Ben, I think, would look pretty strong. Playing something like this, it's pretty strong lead. Gone for a bit more score with Bennett. Not quite as strong a lead, but does score another 9 points, so pretty reasonable. Mark's picked out the blank, the Q to go with the blank. Yeah, the Q's a killer. That's a real killer pick up there. That's really messing up the rack, to say the least. No kind of floated tiles for something like recoil. Another one of those, is it Shakespeare words for recoil? Spelled with Q-U-O-Y-L-E. Didn't quite fit. But yeah, the Q's such a killer here. Absolutely no no plays whatsoever other than burning the blank. Do you burn the blank for 30 odd here, or do you try and play through this? It's a tough call, tough situation. One of those kind of annoying, very annoying positions where pretty much, I mean, to be fair, I mean, there's not really much you can do to score on this board. There's only really, this is a kind of a hot spot. So just play it off the LO for 12, praying for a U or an I or something to help get rid of that Q. The thing is, once you take that spot out, your opponent can't really do much other than open or score nothing, unless they get a bonus down. So it's kind of like, if your opponent just plays a blocky move here as well, then you're not losing much by exchanging, because the scores you're going to get are pretty trivial anyway. They're only like 15-20 point moves. So yeah, interesting to see how it goes. We'll see if I can get some scores in elsewhere. So elsewhere we have Chile versus Merlion. Merlion has a nice 219 to 93 leads, and is sitting, making the next move with a blank. A lot of clunky stuff, but a blank nevertheless. So looking good there for Merlion. Let's have a look at Faster Wake versus TWQ. In this game, pretty even. TWQ 145 to play, leading by 18. Sitting there with a pretty good rec with a Z. So a little bit of an advantage there towards Singapore. So we'll look elsewhere. Gerald and Zanjero. Gerald to play 62 points versus Zanjero 103. Just played mud for 85, 23. So Zanjero to go, pretty decent-ish rec. Let's have a look elsewhere. A Tiger. A Tiger, 29 points down, and Yuan Rong has the blank there. So again, Singapore with the edge in all these games so far. Let's look at Plutos. Plutos for South Africa, 64 to 108. They're down 7 consonant rec. Yeah, so just play Euredia. Euredia goes down. Nice there, vowel dump there from Thov. Z-Mark's looking pretty good with that rack though. 9 points the difference. Got the blank. Should be able to hit a few bonuses there, you'd think. Got a few through D on the door or something like that. Gone for Rondo with the X. Cute play. So Thov got an S to work with, but not the greatest stuff to go with it. So Rondo is a French word. It's a poem of 13 lines with 2 rhymes. And the opening words used as a refrain in 2 places. Thanks, yeah. Gotta love Zissa for definitions. So yeah, there's 75 points of difference here, Thov. Tough one to get back into, this one. But still plenty of legs to go. Just be looking to play off something like Wharf here, maybe. Unless there's a kind of over word, maybe. So Yeah, I'm guessing you'd probably play Wove here or Vow, something along those lines. Don't see anything else to write home about with that wreck. Elsewhere, let's look at some other games. Midas Touch. 75 points down there. LKB to play. Looks like I could have a couple of bonuses. LKB getting Soiree, Saouri, and Midas Touch with Mightily using the bonus early on, but LKB with the edge on that one. Looks like we have a results in the Maddie Meta and Rafa Kenny game. Maddie wins that one 438 to 393, so that's going to give South Africa a lead, but other results aren't, other scorelines aren't going in their favour generally. But, we shall see. And just play for OW, interesting. Leaving Stove. Don't think I agree with that. I kind of like that. I mean, OW does open up in a little bit, but not in a particularly great way. It just kind of gives your opponent a score, I think. I don't really agree with that play. And it's probably going to get some sort of counter play from Mark. Has some good scoring letters here. Got the M and the Z. It's a pretty balanced rack otherwise, just the two A's to cause a little bit of issue, but not too much of a problem. Just having a look elsewhere. Steve G against Ryan King. Ryan King winning that one 390 to 297. Steve sitting there with Stroker, but it doesn't look like it plays anywhere, unfortunately. Some bonuses there. Ryan King with Behooved and Diabetes, and Sutars as well, very nice. And Steve just in back with Niftier. But yeah, looks good for Singapore in that game. Of course, we just got this game here to add in. Again, not looking particularly good for. Looks like Singapore up in most of these games. Challenge there for Ramen, so that's another extra 5. Stretch the lead out to 98. Need an L there for Love Fest. No such thing, no such vowels, consonants available. A good thing about Ramen was it kept the Z back for scoring, which is going to help Mark push that lead towards 100 and beyond. Thought of just playing Tef off. Again, keeping that over combination from B5, but it's not the greatest of V. I'd rather get rid of it if you could, but that's created another little bonus line with Tef for the S, so we shall see how that works out. Mark's in there with a Z, few options too. There's the Z here. Play through that R in a few options, got Raising for instance. Could play something like Zari. Quite a few players there. Could play above the R in Rondo. Again, just keep going for Naga. That's a good score, 31. I think that's worthwhile. I think it has. Yeah, I mean, there is a bonus here for Thov, which would have played anyway, but it scores a little bit more now after Naga, but it does, when it goes down, it's going to open up triple lanes, so yeah, we should see a bonus here pretty quickly from Thov. Oh, actually, he's got the alternate, we've got Savera as well. So there's Avuriz, which is a Spencer word for vowel, or Savera. Just one who savors, basically. So Avuriz would have played it again, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Avoures, so would have scored probably about the same, maybe slightly more. Brings the game back within 31 though, so good kind of comeback there. So Mark sitting there with the Q and the Z is a kind of standout play of quiz there that looks very enticing. Don't know if there's anything else to really think about. I think you cash in the Q here. You've also got the squiz hook as well, so that's pretty good. Ooh, there's a nice scoring rack for Thor, but he's still 75 down. Interesting position. Got some scoring potential, say, with the H, the K, the P. Could play something like Spork and Squiz. Would score pretty well, and it kind of opens, but not really. Let's have a look at the unseen tile, see if there's anything. Ooh, look at all those eyes. 6 eyes to come, lovely. But there is a blank too. Only 1 E to come as well, so kind of awkward for bonusing with only 1 E there, but there is a blank, so yeah, some kind of feast or famine tiles to come there. Just let me update, make sure that's there we go. So yeah, there's the latest round of scores. Sorry, it didn't update for you. So here we go. A little bit behind with some of them now, probably. I've just seen if Yuma's game has started. I know they were having trouble matching their opponent. So yeah, it's underway now. It's pretty much even. Yuma next to play 98, Skywards on 105. Just have a look out, see if there's any results in. Other than the Maddie game, Steve G game looks finished. So there was a win for Ryan King. Oh no, it wasn't. Steve Kim came back. Wow. Whoa. Steve G won it. Well, that's a surprise. Holy. Amazed. That looked a long way back from what I was looking at, but yeah. Steve G nicked it without bonus of erratas. Whoa. Amazing. Why did Ryan play off just I? Wow. Yeah, I think Ryan's messed that one up, to be honest. Yeah, amazing. So yeah, it's a good win for Steve G there. 406 to 392. Interesting. Yeah, that's to come back from there, that was amazing. So it evens things up a bit. Whoops, wrong call. So yeah, the thing about the shop, the thing about shop is it actually takes an E, so you can put an E here, which is a little bit hidden. You wouldn't really think, oh, I can put an E on the end of it. Same as if somebody plays Hope, you wouldn't think shop is good, but yeah, it does kind of. Good suggestion in chat of from Sonic Quoth, QOPH, which is a nice setup for the S. Yeah, I like that as well. Score's slightly less, but just keep the S back. It probably wouldn't work out very well with given what Mark has, but that's just one particular permutation, one sort of sequence out of millions, so not necessarily means it's worse or anything like that. Can't take anything from one situation, but yeah. 34. Yeah, Shop does set up the E, and he's gonna get. Ooh, he's good. He still has Jerk to go down, so it's gonna work out for him if he knows if Thoth knows the Shop. Yeah. So wow, that really worked out for him. So big play of Jerk for 70. Brings South Africa 10 points up in this game. Mark, hideous rack of 3 eyes. You saw with the tile pools, lots of eyes to come. But it's still anybody's game because it's a 50-50 game, almost, because the fact that Mark has such a grotty rack, it means Thorv has the edge, but we know Thorv kept 4 consonants. So there could be a lot of goodies left for Mark here. I think we'll see maybe a play of Is It here. Would like to get rid of you think the priority or Zitty maybe. Zitty looks good, keeping the S behind. There is another S to come. So yeah, there's a few options to get rid of 2 S's here. So Zitty goes down. Oh my god, what a pickup. Leaving 4 consonants, you get IE blank. It's unreal. What an unreal pickup. Holy cow. Oh dear. And I think we're going to see a biggie come down. That's an unbelievable pickup. To pick up a 9-timer as well. That is unbelievable. Oh, he's missed it. He had Estridge. Oh my god. He had Estridge and now Suasion is going to come down. Holy crap. Suasion or Saniest. Suasion just means persuasion. Saniest, watery, foully discharge related to, and that's now bingo. Holy crap. What a game. Holy crap. So Singapore wins that one 468 to 426. That would have been super close with the 9-timer. I'm trying to work out whether that would have won. 42 points. Estridge would have been 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 140. Estridge would have won the game. Whoa. Well, that was a fun game. That's pretty spectacular. So that's a win for Singapore. We can swap to another game. Let's see what Plutos is going on. That's a nice game to follow. Alchemist's in there with double blank. And some absolute hideous crap in the bag. So looking good for Alchemist here. Yeah, the flags are the right way around. Awesome. Whoa, I still can't get over that game. Amazing. That pickup, and then another pickup after it for his opponent. But yeah, if he hits the 9-timer, he wins. So that's a win back for Singapore in the end. 22-21 score. See if I can bring you up to date with some of the other games. See if there are any have finished. Looks like Yan Rong's game is finished. Let's have a look at that one. So Yan Rong wins 4-4-3 to 3-8-2, so it's going to make it 22 each. And down goes the bonus, lots of options there. Michael Alchemist has picked out the Q, but there's plenty of spots for QI, so he should be good. Unless I think actually it might be able to, Plutos might be able to catch up here. It might be, particularly if Alchemist goes over on time, this could be crucial. How quickly can he just play QI is the question. Can he just play QI, or should he actually play for longer? But yeah, something like Coco. Oops, wrong way around. And what can Plutos do with wide? Can he score? No, he could play like wild. This could be a close one. Could he set something up even? Can't do that, but he's got Woot to reply with. But could he do COD? That doesn't really leave anything though. But yeah, you could do that, but it wouldn't really set anything up. Interesting situation. Yeah, that's bad. I could play. Yeah, Coco looks good. It's probably the best option. And in case of, does Michael go over on time? Does Alchemist? He's got QI. If he plays QI, he should be okay, but stranger things have happened. Or I could just like play something and hope. Play something kind of obvious, like. Yeah, Michael's gone over on time, so it's close. He just has QI, really. QI here, or QI there. And Pluto's gone over on time as well, so Alchemist should be safe now. You would think. We scores well though, 31 points. Does any outs with TWP here? Yeah, TWP plays. TWP would have played up here. I would have went out with that. That would have. But just playing POW should be enough. So yeah, could a bit carry at the end there, but looks like Singapore's going to win this one. We shall have a look around, go through some games. See if we can update the scores. It's going to be a lunch break after this one. So once all the results come in, there'll be a break, and then we'll be back. Probably around 25 and 30 minutes time. I'll get the proper schedule. But yeah, 397 to Alchemist, 379 to Plutos. So that's a win for Singapore, giving them one game lead. So have a look elsewhere. Yuma's game should be, yeah, that's just that and one other game. No, just that game left. So we'll watch the end of this. Yuma on the left representing South Africa. Skywards on the right representing Singapore. We'll bring you some other results. All the other games look as though they've done. So let's have a look at Chile. So elsewhere, Chile Lost, got hammered by Merlion, 584 to 326. So it's another win for Singapore. Let's have a look at Fasterwake. I think that just went through. Yeah, TWQ winning that one, 432 to 272. So that's another big win for Singapore. So it looks like Singapore are going to take the lead here. We shall see elsewhere. Gerald and Zanjero. Zanjero won that one, 450 to 425 at a close game. So that makes it 26 to Singapore. And elsewhere we've got Midas Touch and LKB. See how that panned out. Midas Touch winning that one, 437 to 409. So good comeback from Midas Touch in that one. And Yuma winning this one. A couple of bonuses at the end there. Fetcher and Negates. Negates to win the game. Fetcher was just enough to win the game. Negates got it close, but not quite enough. Losing by 8 in the end, so that's a win for South Africa. So 24 to 26 is going to be at the lunch break. I'm just going to confirm those scores for you. We'll show you the Midas Touch game because it was pretty close. Yep, that's right. So some nice moves in that one. So yeah, the first round that wasn't yet another 5-5 round, the first non-5-5 round, and even then it was only 6-4. So there we go. So that brings everything up to date now. So South Africa on 24, Singapore on 26, going at the lunch break. We're back in. I'll keep the stream going, but next game's going to be about 25-30 minutes. So we'll be back for that. But, yeah, pretty tight stuff. Yeah, I haven't quite got the balance between commentary and updating scores, but I'm trying my best. It's a little bit multitasking, not my strongest point. Trying to find kind of lulls in the game and then trying to update stuff. But yeah, pretty fun, pretty amazingly tight games really, to have a first 4 rounds all 5 each, and then the last one just going in favour of Singapore, 6-4. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the scoreboard. I'll put it on so you can see it. Let me see which is the right one. There's the. I've got so many windows open, it's ridiculous. So yeah, again, players' individual standings. We've got Stephen Grust, Steve G, still unbeaten on 5-0. Just won Nick in that last game. I'll show you that last game. Ryan should have really won that one. I think he must have missed the 7-letter words, but yeah, he kind of maybe getting too cheeky. But yeah, that was a bit of a shocker, that one. We'll have a look at that because we like to have a look at mistakes and things like that. Let's have a look at it. In second place we got Midas Touch on 4-1. when it updates, Alchemist will be on 4 and 1 as well. And that's it actually, those are only 2 players on 4 wins. So yeah, pretty even stuff. Let's have a look at that move. Yeah, this is the bit of a shocker, I'm afraid. So we'll go through the game because there's nothing much to go on. We're in a lunch break now, so next game will be like 20-25 minutes. So yeah, looks like Zex, yeah. QI, yeah. Any good players here? Oops. Not really. Hyde makes sense. Aphid, fair enough. And Niftier came down. Gave Steve G a little bit of an early lead, but then guess we saw Hoovered. Oh, he played Behooved. Interesting. Yeah, Hoovered is better, but maybe he wasn't sure of it. Pavin, Corvin. I kind of like Corvin actually. Anything fantastic here? Not really, just play Clat or something. Can't play. Well, the trouble with Clat is you got E-Clat, so if you play Clat here, you get the E-Hook, so this goes for the defensive option. That's a hideous wreck. Just played Oi. Where does Eggy go? Here. 14E. Oh, here. Yeah, that would have worked. Eggy. Yeah, that'd have been a good play. And here's the nice Spavin hook. Got an extra 5 for the challenge. Played again. It's got egg here, but that's kind of. I think I would play egg rather than gem, but some hideous wrecks in this game. Plays the super blocky. I'm not sure I would be this defensive at this stage, but they're scoring 7 points. Look at Steve's wreck. Oh dear. Oh, I picked the blank out. Oh wow. Enfold. So yeah, diabetes come down here. And now, yeah, we're getting to the. I mean, this is a big 90 points behind. This is a miracle to come back from here. Anything else other than Gru? Rusk. Yeah, Rusk and SH and King, but that's probably a little bit better to be honest, but you need to score, but interesting options here. Gone for Motti, which is fair enough, keeping the air. So yeah, this is where I mentioned on streamer Steve G had Stroker, but couldn't do anything. So he opens up Orc, leaving STRR, which is not so good. Look at that unseen though. Wow, that's weird. But yeah, he has to open, so it's right to open. But thing is, you would normally play like Rock, ROK, but there's no hooks for it that you have. I mean, you can play Grok, but then your opponent just blocks down here and you lose. So it's totally right to open, but this is. Oh my god! What? Well, somebody explain this move to me. This is a shocker. Oh my. I'm trying to see if there's like a 9 timer with what was unseen, but yeah, why wouldn't you just, like, even if you don't see Robinias, like, why would you play a little oh dear. It's like the Erratas is going to play 3 times out of 8, like 37.5% chance of Erratas coming down. But obviously just missed it. And then went for the kind of milk the spread type move, but That didn't quite work out like that. So that's quite a big, quite a bit of a steal, that one. Any other close games we had? I watched the Yuma one. Midas Touch, that was a good comeback, so watch that one. Have a look at. So you see some of the players still playing. Can't get enough Scrabble, obviously. So yeah, this was a good comeback. I know you're not going to be able to see all the moves, but see if there's anything interesting here. So it was a pass, and then Jotters, then Mightily. See anything else here? Oh, Mingily or Mingily. Wouldn't have been sure of that. And Luminal, nice word. Ooh, Cystoid, that'd be nice. Nice player mixed, good score. Chittins, nice. Chav, the good thing about Chav is it sets up the S cost. Not so good when your opponent has Soiree. That's quite an annoying move to be so close to a bonus, but not quite able to get one down. So down goes Cyanite. And ooh. Must be a few bonuses there. I've forgotten already what was played. Pandanis, yeah. Oh, Patinid, yeah, that was what got played, yeah, for 60. Aphidian would have been nice. Yeah, Pandanis I was familiar with, but yeah. Yeah, whoa, that's a lovely spot. Sure. So I hit back straight away with the actually scored more than the bonus. That's how good it was. Yeah, I think makes sense. So LKB still edging this one, but anything else with this one? Nope, just Weber. I got Skied on the bottom, but there's no S's to come, so you can happily play Skied here and not worry about this lane. Got a big Z player. So LKB still ahead though. Dev was a little bit aggressive, I think. What are the other options? Vo 14M. Ah, making Nevi. That's sweet. Yeah, that was the play. Dev is just it gives too much away. As you can see, gives 42 points away. You're losing 18 points in a pretty much even game. So yeah, that was a bad move. I mean, you're a little bit stuffed with a Q, to be fair, but yeah, just stuck with a Q, so I couldn't really do anything. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're just gonna go leave it for a little bit. Ooh, lunch break. Still morning here. 10 o'clock in the morning here. On South African time, it's like 11, I think. And obviously in Singapore, it's late evening, or kind of getting towards late evening. Hope you're enjoying it, whatever your time zone you're in. Let me just. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to turn the mic off for a little bit. We're back as soon as next game is ready. We'll keep an eye on. Nobody's playing, I don't think, unless they're playing each other.